everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around so you don't miss any more of my uploads. My channel is all about how I juggle being a young mom at only 23, and I have 3 little boys that are 3 years old and younger. So today's video, I'm sharing how I'm able to have a smooth night routine for my youngest, Hudson. He just turned 6 months old, and I'm also going to be sharing some tips on how you can improve your baby's night routine. So before we get started, I'd love to know in the comments below what your favorite routine of the day is. For me personally, it's our night routines. They feel more intentional and definitely less rushed than the mornings. So our evenings start early around 5:30. Every day I will have Hudson sit with me in the kitchen while I prep and cook dinner, and this is also when I will feed him. That way I can avoid him being fussy and hungry while I eat. Today he's going to be eating broccoli, squash, carrots, and apple. That is all homemade baby food. I will leave a link below if you guys are interested in how I make his food. But anyway, I will pop that in the microwave until it's no longer frozen, but not yet warm. He's currently teething, so I noticed that the colder it is, the more it soothes his gums. Hudson is a really good eater, but as soon as he sees the food, he starts to get super cranky. So I try to quickly put his bib on, and then I will start to feed him. He is such a happy baby, you guys. Like, this kid is always smiling, and he makes my heart so happy. So a little tip if you decide to feed your baby while you cook, anytime that you have to step away to tend to your food, what I like to do is take a spoonful of the baby food and put it right in Hudson's mouth. I'm using these Cloud Island silicone baby spoons. They are perfect size for your baby's hand, and he can just learn how to use the spoon himself, and he really likes it, and it's soft enough for him to chew, which is perfect since he's teething. Once Hudson is done eating and dinner is finally done, I like to preoccupy him while we eat, so I'm putting some frozen blueberries in this fruit mesh holder. It's perfect because he's teething, and it also preoccupies him so he won't get fussy. I'm going to put him right on top of our dining room table so he's level with all of us. I really like to keep him included, and it's so cute watching him watch the older boys. He loves them, and it's just a really nice way to spend time together. So usually when Hudson finishes eating, he gets really cranky, which is perfect because I'm done with my dinner. So I like to bring all the boys upstairs, and I'm going to change my shirt because I have to give Hudson a bath. And while I'm changing, I'm just going to put on a show for Landon and Darren in my room, and this gives me the perfect opportunity to bathe Hudson and get him ready for bed. One of my holy grail baby products is this Baby Angel Care bathtub. Best bathtub I've ever used, 10 out of 10. I have used my fair share of bathtubs, and this one is just the easiest for my babies to lay in and to clean because it has these drying holes in it, so it dries super quickly and it doesn't get mildewy or gross. So if you guys have a baby, definitely use this bathtub. It is the best one I've used. As you can tell, he's not a huge fan of the bath at first. His face, he's still kind of sus about what's going on, but after that warm water hits him, he is in peace, and he loves to chew on these little foam letters that his brothers play with. Basically anything to keep him preoccupied so he doesn't start freaking out. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly wash him. We don't really spend too much time in the bath just because I have 2 other boys who I have to get ready for bed. I really like to use this Aveeno oatmeal baby wash. I've used it with all 3 of my kids. Like I've said, they all have sensitive skin. Hudson not so much, but the wash is just so good. It doesn't leave their skin or their hair feeling stripped of the moisture. So I'm just gonna wash him, and then that will be it for the bath. So now we're going to make our way into Darren's room, which is where I keep all of Hudson's clothes as well as his changing table. My favorite diapers to use for him are these Pampers 360 Cruisers because they don't have the Velcro. And I notice around this age when they start moving a lot, the Velcro tends to scratch them. So I like to use these diapers. Now I'm going to put some lotion on him. I do not use lotion all the time, but because the weather is changing and it's getting pretty dry outside, I noticed that like his elbows and his knees are getting a little bit dry, and also the sides of his arms. So I'm going to lotion him up a little. And Hudson also has cradle cap, so I like to use all natural coconut oil. This one's refined, so it has no smell, which is nice because you barely notice it. And I'm going to leave it on all night just because it'll really work into getting that cradle cap a little bit loosened so I can try and get it off the next day. So the remaining coconut oil, I'm just going to moisturize his face with it and kind of rub it into my hands to get rid of it. But now I'm going to get him dressed. This plays a huge role in how I'm able to get my babies to sleep through the night. So before, when my babies would wake up in the night and would always want to sleep next to me, I never understood why until I realized the only reason they wanted to sleep next to me was because of my body heat. So I will dress Hudson in layers sometimes in the colder months, but now that it's pretty warm out, I'll still keep him in a onesie. My room, for the most part, doesn't get a lot of AC for some reason, which is perfect because it keeps him comfortable through the night. Okay, I obviously do not do this. This is so extra, but for the sake of the video, I'm putting him in this little bathrobe that was gifted to him for Christmas. We've never used it before, and he's just about to grow out of it. And he is so freaking cute, you guys. I cannot. But I am going to read to him now. I always make sure to read to him once a day. Everyone says toddlers are sponges, but really babies absorb so much. So I'm constantly talking to him and constantly reading to him, and he is just so cute. So after we read books, I will nurse him for the last time before he has to go down to sleep. And let me tell you guys, nursing a 6-month-old baby is so hard. He is constantly moving and looking around everywhere, and it's so hard to keep him latched. I feel like nursing now takes twice as long as it did when he was a newborn, but it's still one of my favorite things. I've never nursed any of my babies this long, and I am very grateful that I'm still able to. After we're done reading, I'm going to go ahead and lay him down for the night. So I do room share. I room share for about the first 9 months, only because I exclusively nurse and it's just what works best for us. But after I lay him down, that is when I will start Landon and Darren's bedtime routine. Hudson will usually roll around or play with his binky for about 10 minutes before he falls asleep, and he will sleep straight through the night, which is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Our bedtime routines are pretty short and sweet, and it's just what works for us. But if you did like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.